second of all, I also wanted to be able to make sure that I give you a quick opportunity to understand who Nueva Vida is and what it is that we do day in and day out. Second of all, I've been looking forward to. So first of all, I wanted to say I've been looking forward to saying this one sentence. So I apologize if it comes out extremely excitedly, but welcome to the Esperanza event. It's been an incredible event that we've been able to put together. And we learned as of yesterday that we've broken 2 records for Nueva Vida's art exhibition. This is the 8th time that we've held it. This is the most well-attended event that we've ever held when it comes to the art exhibit. So first of all, give yourselves a round of applause for that. The second record is we have made the most in-kind and cash revenue we've ever made from the event from this. So again, that's all because of you and our sponsors. I want to specifically thank all the sponsors. You can see them on the program. So please make sure that you recognize who they are and what it is that they've done. So Nueva Vida, as many of you know, what we do is we provide support services here in the area regionally to Latino families who are affected by cancer. Now I want to make sure we get, I want to slow down when I really say this because we help 3,500 families. 3,500 families are helped by this organization year in and year out. Over 90% do not have health insurance. Many of them are first generation here in this country, barely understand the language, much less understand how the healthcare system works. It's a fragmented system, we all know that. But I only ask if you think about this when you think about cancer in general. And I'm not going to try and tell you that cancer is the most debilitating of all the illnesses. I'm not going to try and compete with diabetes, not going to try and compete with with heart issues or all that. I'll just have this in mind. 1 out of every 5 Latino men, 1 out of every 6 Latino women will at some point have cancer. And I just ask, if you think to yourself, in your respective lives, would you be ready to handle that? And on top of that, think about a family who just came here, barely makes $26,000, probably barely understands the language, doesn't have health insurance. That's who our organization helps day in and day out. That's who you're supporting tonight, and I want you to know that first and foremost. Now, I'm going to do what every executive director does, and that's do 2 things, and that's say please and thank you. And I want to spend the next few minutes basically giving gratitude to a variety of individuals who really do deserve it. So I want to begin first and foremost by thanking 10 of the most impressive, the hardest working and inspirational people I know. These people give their heart, they give their hard labor day in and day out, and I get to see it hands-on. My staff, who I get the pleasure of calling my colleagues, if you can please raise your hands so we can all recognize what you do. Really, you are amazing individuals. So please, everyone, give them a hand. Second, and without being forgotten, I want to recognize the board of directors. Their guidance and their leadership goes a long way to help support this organization. And really, you are the heart of what makes this organization happen day in and day out. I have the pleasure of having 2 of the 3 original founders as part of my board. And to be able to have that history and as part of what we do, it is absolutely amazing. I want to specifically highlight the work of Jessica Lang, who has been the head of the finance committee and did an incredible job putting this all together. Well, I was going to ask for all my board members to raise their hands and give them a round of applause, but I guess we'll just give them a second one. So everyone, please raise your hands. Thank you. As far as the host committee, now you can see their names on the program itself, but I want to specifically thank each of the members of the host committee. I got the pleasure of speaking to most of you through email and a few of you through phone. And I really want to thank you for everything that you've done to really be able to promote the event, get the name out there, and really help us make this event what it is today. Really, it's your hard efforts that made it happen. At the same time, I also want to recognize one specific organization, and that's the Principal Gallery. They were true partners in being able to help us make this happen. They were the ones who connected us with some amazing artists that you can see obviously out there. And so I want to specifically highlight the partnership that we've had with each of the host committee members and the Principal Gallery. If you're here representing either of those 2 groups, please raise your hand and be recognized. You've done an amazing job. Thank you. I promise I won't have you hurt your hands from these many clappings, but I do want to recognize some VIPs who are here with us tonight. So for the sake of saving time, please hold back your applauses until the end. So let me go through these lists by list. So I apologize if it looks like I'm reading down, but I literally have to read these. So from the Embassy of the Plurinational State of Bolivia, we have the Head of Diplomatic Mission for the United States and Head of Business Affairs of the Embassy, General Freddy Versati. Yeah. Consulate Alejandro Bilbao La Vieja. Cultural Attaché Luisa Lipas. General Consul Marcelo Martinez. From the Embassy of the United Mexican States, Consulate Anibal Gomez Toledo. Community Consulate Paulina Salomon. And unfortunately, Rocio Vasquez, the Protections Abroad Consulate, was not able to join us, but she had every intention of being here. From the Embassy of the Republic of El Salvador, Consulate for Cultural Affairs, Vilma Herrera. At the last minute, I did have a last minute cancellation. U.S. Senator John McCain was scheduled to be here with us tonight. Unfortunately, he was not able to make it. So my apologies if that did not happen, but I did want to recognize the senator for at least saying that he would. Director Henry Jimenez of Colombia Nos Une. Director Angela Franco of the Greater Washington Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. President and CEO Francis Visco of the National Breast Cancer Coalition. Council Vice Chair Will Campos of Prince George's County. Council President Nancy Navarro of Montgomery County. Miss Latina USA Linda Orellana. Master Roberto Mamani. The wonderful artist Teresa Oaxaca. Artist Claudia Tordina. Artist Pamela Summer. Director Clint Mansell of the Principal Gallery. Please give them all a round of applause. Now, I want to finish on a real serious note, and that is, I want to make sure we recognize who are the real heroes of tonight, who are the real people that we are here to recognize. While it's great that we have a lot of VIPs, and it's great that we have all these efforts, I do want to make sure that we understand why we're here, our clients. As executive director, I've had the pleasure of getting to meet each of them personally, being able to get the opportunity to talk about everything. And one of the things that really comes across is a passion that you just can't have any other way. A real passion for life, for everything from the most mundane to the most riveting. And let me tell you, I've had riveting conversations with them, especially if you ever want to know the most riveting conversation, which is the Latin American cuisine that is the most delectable. I still do not have an opinion, but I tell you, you will not see anybody have more of a fight as to that than that conversation within itself. But I want to make sure that we recognize that it's their battle, it's their bout that we're here to support. They are the ones who inspire us. We may do a lot, and we do. We do a whole heck of a lot. But at the end of the day, we are only the supporting cast to you. And we are here, and we will provide as much support as we can. And if we can continue having your philanthropic support and helping us be able to do this even more, we will continue doing so, and we will never, ever give up. Please give our clients a round of applause. And if you're here as a client, please raise your hand. So as I said, we keep this short, so I am going to pass the microphone over to Mr. Luis Salicrup, who's president of the Nueva Vida Board of Directors, and I wanted to give him a quick introduction because I don't think he gets recognized enough for what he does. He is Senior International Advisor at the Center for Global Health at the National Cancer Institute of the National Institutes of Health, managing programs related to basic and clinical cancer research, training, and capacity building. Now, formerly, he served at the Fogarty International Center at the Center for International Health at the University of Puerto Rico, advising on research and training opportunities across Latin America and other developing countries. He is a member of several organizations and associations, fluent in 4 languages. His research and work can be seen in journals including Nature, Biotechnology Advances, and International Microbiology Journal. He received the NIH Director Outstanding Service Award and was a Fulbright Outstanding Scholar in Global Health and Science and a Diplomacy Fellow for the American Association for the Advancement of Science, the State Department, and the U.S. Agency for International Development. I get the pleasure of calling in my friend, my boss, and my mentor, Mr. Luis Salicrup.